It's Corona time right now. It's Corona time.
Because it's Corona time. So, work, there's not much to do. Uni, well, I'm in England, so nothing is closed. People are just going around. The only thing they told us to do to prevent the spread of this virus, not bacteria, not virus, wash your hands. And were people not washing their hands before? Yeah, I can't go out. I could go out, I have nowhere to go. But if I wanted to go out, no one else is going out. So, and I'm broke. So everything is against me. Everything. Let's do what I would do anyways. Watch a movie. But I'm recording myself doing that. So there's a movie that I've never ever heard of, and it's a good reason, because it's not a good movie. Like I actually know you know what they were going for, but they could have done this so much better. And I actually I was laughing at this the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh, this is funny, like I'm actually enjoying this. It's supposed to be a comedy, but it's not funny. And it's supposed to be a social critique to our addiction to media and social media and phones, smartphones, computers, whatever. But it was done in such a childish way. Like, you don't really get anything from this. Let's just look at Jexi cast. That angle is gonna change again. It's it's definitely gonna change again. I apologize. I'm broke. I cannot invest in better equipment, and I can't even borrow it from my university because Corona time. We can't do anything because of hygiene purposes. But wash our hands. Okay, the cast of this movie is Adam Devine, which I've really only ever saw in Modern Family. Literally, it's just been Modern Family and what was it? Pitch Perfect. I think, was it him? Him and this one other guy that look very similar. They just look like literally the same hairstyle, the same fashion sense. They look the same, but just different enough that you know who's who. Let me stop critiquing people like that. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I never try to be mean, but sometimes I come across as mean. I can't help it. So Adam Devine, him, Alexandra Shipp, who was in the X-Men, I think. Ross Byrne, I do not remember seeing her once. Michael Pena, Justin Hartley, Charlene Yee, Wanda Sykes. Probably the only redeeming character in my entire thing.
I need a new phone. This one is defective.
I see hipster dudes like you come in here every day, like little crackheads.
I mean, she always plays herself too. Like, she always plays the same character. But it's a good one. Like, it's a good comic relief in every movie. So, Ron Funches, I've seen him many times. I can't remember what TV show he was in, but he always had like cute smile, and like he's such a cute guy. Man, I'm pretty sure he's quite older than me. And Kid Cudi, he had one scene. He was there for like 3 minutes, not even. Like literally probably 1 minute, less than 1 minute. So but I guess he's one of the cast members. That's good for him. On Wikipedia, they named this as a romantic comedy, which, yeah, basically that's what it was. Like, that's what it was. Okay, if I had to describe this movie, I would say it's about a knockoff version of Siri.
Hey Siri, what's the square root of 7?
Thomas, you are an idiot. You have to be the dumbest person I have ever met.
Jexi. And how it is trying to ruin someone's life under the premises that they're actually trying to better their life. Now I can actually see where they're going with this. I feel like if this was a short movie, I would have actually enjoyed this. It was fun. Like, for the first 10 minutes, I actually laughed. It was enjoyable. After a while, it was pretty plain. Like, there was not climax. There wasn't even like a disappointment. Like, because they didn't really try to hype it up in any ways. So there was barely an expectation. So you just stay on the same plane throughout the movie, and after it's finished, you're just like, oh, okay, that was a movie. That was something. The meaning, the message of this movie, it's right in your face from the very beginning, and it's just about, as I said before, about how society, the current society, is so addicted to social media, especially just smartphones, just always looking down at the smartphones. Well, it's just about how bad this is, how disconnected we are. Yeah, that's it. There was not really a solution to this problem. So the message at the end is just about how smartphones can better a life in some way, but they can't truly make us happy. That's it. This could have been a short movie, honestly. I just put it on YouTube, like, just 15 minutes. This message is, it's good. Like, I can stand behind it. Like, I understood it. I knew it way before this movie came into my life. I get it. But the way it was portrayed, like, the way it came across, it was just very cliche. My problems with this movie from the beginning, just bad writing, bad camera work. Oh my god, like, the camera work throughout the movie, like, there's this, either they have stable shots, like normal stable shots, or at random in the same scene, suddenly the camera turns into starts shaking, like someone is holding it, and it has no stability. Like, there's no anything to keep it stable. It's not like they do that purposely, doing very climactic scenes or dialogues. It's just very random. Throughout in the same scene, you have two different camera techniques, and I'm confused. Also, one thing that annoyed me personally, I don't know if anyone else will feel that way, but like, there was so many montages. English is not my first language. Alright, sorry. Okay, there were so many of them. Just because, again, like, this movie feels like it was very rushed. Like, they started well at first. Halfway through, they realized, I don't know how to continue this movie in a way that would be contained in an hour and a half. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna quickly just do random things that make absolutely none, not any kind of sense. I'm like, the directors of this movie were John Lucas and Scott Moore, who are the same directors of the Hangovers film. So there are people that have experience, there are people that made very successful movies. So they're not even unexperienced people that don't know what they were trying to do. Everyone makes mistakes. Thankfully, this movie, literally, I've never heard of it, so I just casually saw it on my Amazon Prime, clicked on it, got disappointed. Also, the last point I think I can make is the acting. It was so exaggerated to me that it was just Adam Devine. He's very exaggerated in the way he just talks and that's purely based on me watching seeing him in Picture Perfect, Modern Family, and this. Like, I can always see he has that very expressionate face, and it works. Like, it's in certain genre it works, if the movie calls for that feeling, it works. But I guess it's just because of the writing, like the bad writing, the bad overall feeling of this movie, that the acting just came across as like so childish. And it wasn't only him, it was also Michael Pena. His character was so much very exaggerated in the way he behaves and shouts and just I feel like if this was a short film, again, I feel like I would have found everything about this hilarious. It's just because it dragged for so long, I was like, oh my god, can this be over?